guys, and welcome to Loving Living Local. I'm Fernanda Hernandez.
And I'm Josh Marces. Here we go again. We'll start out a new week here, starting out a little bit hot outside.
It's a little bit hot, but it was a beautiful weekend. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you did some stuff outside. I went to the river, and it was a great time.
It was a good weekend, this weather, and a little bit more humid today. So that's the big change for us this week. It will continue to run hot. Obviously, it is June, but the humidity will be a little bit higher. We'll still get a little bit of relief overnight as temperatures will drop into the upper 60s and low 70s through the overnights. But thinking right now, we'll just kind of stay in the mid 90s through the week. A little bit of rain popping up out there today. Won't be much. We'll likely have a dry week here, but we are anticipating maybe late this weekend seeing our next cold front make its way in. So it looks like the heat wave will continue another 6 to 7 days here, but hopefully late in the weekend. Early next week, we'll get some relief. If you have any outdoor activities planned for Father's Day, don't be too concerned about that Sunday forecast yet at this point. We'll get you dialed in through the week. Hopefully we'll have some good weather for Dad this weekend.
Thank you, Josh. That for sure would be the best gift for Dad. And I know my dad wants to be by the pool, so hopefully, fingers crossed.
Get some pool weather for you. It would be, I mean, it's great pool weather through this week.
Yeah, it's hot. I can't believe we went like so quickly. Just got to the 90s.
And then Saturday looks pretty good. So if you want to have a pool day, maybe just move it up to Saturday. But hopefully Sunday will work out in the end.
We'll play it by ear.
Yes, we will.
All right, guys, you know what time it is. We've got 6 things that you should know. And number 1 on our list, last week, Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards signed a new bill saying the state will adopt daylight savings time as the year-round standard time here in the state. Now, that's if the federal law also changes.
It would go into effect if Congress amends current federal law to allow states to decide whether or not they adopt daylight saving time as year-round standard time. If that happens while the state is in daylight savings, that is the time the state will stay in. And if the new law is passed while we're in standard time here, it would take effect the following month of March. So I think what they're trying to say is we just won't change time. We'll just stay at one time throughout the year, and just instead of doing the time change back and forth, which is nice.
Which is really nice.
It is.
So I hope that the federal law passes and then we can keep it like that here.
I do too.
Because aren't we the only country that does that?
States, I think, well, in Arizona, when I grew up in Arizona, we don't change time there, and it's nice. I mean, you don't realize how nice it is not to change time until you hit the fall, and you have to fall back, and you lose that hour of sleep, and you're kind of messed up for a while. So we'll see. Hopefully, something everybody can agree on. Yeah.
You don't think an hour is going to make that big of a difference, but it actually really does.
For a long time.
When you lose it,
it does.
It really hits hard. All right, guys, moving on to our number 2 today. A piece of your childhood may be closing for good. Children's restaurant and entertainment chain Chuck E. Cheese is trying to avoid bankruptcy.
The Wall Street Journal reports it's in talks with lenders to raise $200 million. The pizza franchise had $1 billion of debt at the end of last year. It's facing a $2 million loan payment this month. I think we should start a GoFundMe.
Absolutely.
Don't take our Chuck E. Cheeses.
Take my eyes, but don't take Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, remember the little mouse that they had in there?
Yeah.
It was like the first, I think, like mascot I ever remember meeting.
Friend.
Yeah, that was the little mouse. So
how sad. I know the pizza's really good, so I haven't been in years. But that's still sad. I don't want them to go bankrupt.
Still want to have that option later down the road. Maybe you can go back.
I might have a kid one day. I might want to take him.
You never know.
Probably not. All right, guys. So moving on. Google is making changes to its advertising policies to prevent unlawful discrimination around housing, employment, and credit. So the company will prohibit ads for those 3 categories from being targeted based on a user's gender, age, parental status, marital status, or zip code. Now, Google will also provide housing advertisers with additional information about fair housing to help ensure they are acting in ways that support access to housing opportunities. Google's changes come more than a year after Facebook was charged with violating that Fair Housing Act.
Facebook said at the time it was surprised by HUD's decision, saying it was working with the department to address concerns and had taken significant steps to prevent advertising discrimination. Google's policy update will be rolled out to advertisers across the U.S. and Canada in the coming months. The company said it has been working closely with HUD on its ad policy changes and would continue to do so.
I don't really even know what that means.
Neither do I.
Explain it to me like I'm 5 years old.
Just read the story. There's going to be some changes. That's all that we know. Hopefully you followed along a little bit better than we did.
I got to read more about that act. I guess I'm not caught up on that. So I'll see what the changes really mean. All right, guys, we're going to move on here. The group behind the Oscars says it has a plan to make the awards more inclusive. So the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences says it's called Academy Aperture 2025. And on Friday, the Academy announced a designated office to oversee that plan. Phase 1 of that initiative will focus on governance, membership, and a workplace culture.
The Academy and the Producers Guild of America also plan to develop inclusive industry standards. The changes come after years of criticism that the Oscars are dominated by Caucasians and men. While announcing the initiative, the Academy also updates its policy for the Best Picture category. It says it will have a set of 10 nominees a year, starting with the 2021 awards.
This is true, though. I will say the Oscars has always been like a lot
dominated,
of women don't win.
Right.
A lot of, colored people don't win. So that's the thing that needs to change.
Sure. And now they're adding more to the Best Picture category as well.
I know. Which is usually like, what, half of that or less than that?
And it'll be interesting because like a lot of the movies are getting pushed back this year. So it's going to be an interesting Oscar cycle the next time we hit it, because I think a lot of the movies are being saved until, whenever
that's very true.
Safe to go back out. So
I'm ready for a movie night at the movie theater to see a new movie.
I think everybody is.
I'm sad.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Soon enough, my friends. And fifth today, Father's Day is right around the corner, and we're giving you inexpensive gift ideas all week long. So today we want to suggest that you ditch the macaroni art and actually treat your dad to the spa. Now, this doesn't have to be a traditional spa. You can actually get really creative and string together a series of events that can take place in your own home.
That could include a haircut followed by a facial product using products that you already have, and you could even mix in a massage. This is something that could help Dad relax on his special day. And remember, Father's Day is this Sunday, so book those appointments now.
Yeah, if you don't want to do it or if you can't do it, book that appointment. But you could definitely do something nice at home.
I gotta get my dad a beard trimmer. We've been talking about this. We need to start featuring my dad. He's been growing a beard since all this started, and every week it gets a little bit longer and longer. It's kind of shaved down now, so we just got the goatee, but it's
pretty gnarly.
It's pretty gnarly.
That's exciting.
We're not used to seeing him with facial hair. So.
Yeah, well, I had never seen my dad without a mustache, and then he shaved after literally like my 28 years. I've never seen my dad without a mustache. He shaved, and I thought I was gonna have a heart attack.
Like, you didn't even know who it was?
It was a shock.
Really?
No, it was a shock. You know that guy on Duck Dynasty cut his hair?
Right.
Yeah. And
just like that?
His family was like, we couldn't recognize him.
You don't even know who this person is.
He looked the exact same.
Did he? Same guy.
I don't know. Last today in 1979, former President Jimmy Carter pronounced that June would be celebrated as Black Music Month.
Yes, we celebrated this Music Monday with a new documentary on the life of legendary singer Ella Fitzgerald, headed to virtual cinemas this summer. Rick Damigella has a preview.
There are some people who are born with God-given talent, and then there are the rest of us. My mother had God-given talent.
The First Lady of Jazz is immortalized on film in the documentary Ella Fitzgerald, Just One of Those Things.
There she is.
Understated, shy, she was like a little girl.
Directed by documentarian Leslie Woodhead, the film follows Fitzgerald from childhood through stardom and her later years. Journalist and author Reggie Nadelson conducted the interviews.
She was a very reserved woman. She didn't wear her heart on her sleeve. My favorite line, which a wonderful writer called Margot Jefferson told me, she said, some people wore their heart on their sleeve. Ella just turned all her miseries into joy.
The film reveals an unbroadcast interview with Fitzgerald commenting on racial issues in the 1960s.
What we found most wonderfully in the Paley Museum of Media was a broadcast Ella did with a DJ named Fred Robbins, where she suddenly, out of the blue, lets loose about race. And this is from the most polite, most reserved, most adored entertainer, I guess, at the time anywhere.
People truly loved her.
She was Ella.
In Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
All right, guys, we have to take a quick break, but when we return, Juneteenth is this Friday. We're telling you how you can get involved right here in Shreveport.
And later we have more gift ideas for Dad, and we're headed to the kitchen to celebrate one local restaurant's grand opening. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, guys. It's time to shop for Dad. Father's Day is right around the corner. Please do not get caught on the last minute with no gift for Dad or get him the same old thing that you do every year. Today we are here at Baptist Bookstore in Texarkana, and I'm here with my friend Ashley Weeks. Ashley, thank you so much for inviting us out.
Of course. Thanks for coming.
Yes, this is tough. It's a tough thing to tackle. It's hard to shop for Dad, but you guys are helping us out with that. You've got some really, really special things here. Tell us a little bit of what you've got.
Well, literally any dad that you have that you're going to shop for, and when I say that, you know, you've got your hunting dad or your fishing dad, or neither.
Like my dad. He is neither, but he does love wallets, and you've got plenty of
dads that are neither. And so we've got things, like you mentioned, we've got wallets that have something inspirational on them. You know, this has the names of Christ on it, and it's in a cross. And I bought one of these for my husband several years ago for Father's Day. He's still using it, so it's great quality.
Yes.
And it's inspirational. Every time they pull it out, they've got a reminder of, you know, their relationship there. Yeah, absolutely. So we've got things like wallets. We've got crosses that you can cling to as a reminder or during your prayer, things like that. And this is our latest little add-on to the bookstore,
which is really cool.
Line of gifts. It is. It's super neat. So you can upload a photo of your favorite dad, and this one here says a son's first real hero, and then it's got a scripture over here, and you can customize what this says. You can upload the photo. The whole process takes 10 minutes tops. And what's really cool is for each occasion, you can come in and have a picture reprinted, and you can,
really
it's a little magnetic frame. The photos are inexpensive. The frame, the whole shebang is $14.99. We offer free gift wrapping. So this is something unique that you can't get just anywhere.
Absolutely, and it's super affordable. Something that Ashley was saying is and how easy and quick is it to do, guys. It's going to take you 5 to 10 minutes. So if you've waited till the last minute, please get on it and come here to Baptist Bookstore and get your dad something special like this really cool picture frame. Yeah. Ashley, something that I really like about the gifts that you guys have here is that there's a special meaning behind them. And when it comes to getting dad something special, you want it to have a special meaning and also be something practical that he'll actually use.
Absolutely.
Like a wallet or a really nice pen.
Yes, we have lots, like you said, ink pens, journals. This is a Father's Daily Prayer Journal. So it's got a prayer prompt in here, and it's also got a space for journaling. So anybody can give Dad a new set of screwdrivers. You know, I mean,
He probably already got them himself. Let's be honest.
But I mean, any gift exchange you go to, you've got the generic dad gifts or man gifts, and we just have a little more specific group that we're filling with our Father's Day gifts to not only show them that we appreciate them as fathers and as patriarchs, but also to feed their souls. So
absolutely. There's a lot of meanings behind there. In Baptist Bookstore, the name will kind of trick you into thinking that these guys just have books, but there's so much here. The quality of the gifts is incredible. Like you were saying, these wallets really withstand the test of time, wear and tear. You can keep them around for years to come. So make sure that you get your dad something really special. We're going to put that information on the screen for you guys, the address, phone number. If you have any questions, come see my friend Ashley Weeks here at Baptist Bookstore, and make sure that you get your dad something really special that he'll actually use. And it'll give him a little heartwarming.
Warm fuzzies are okay for dads too.
Absolutely. They can maybe even shed a little tear when you give them a gift. All right, guys, get to shopping for your dad. We're going to put that information on the screen, so make sure that you get on it. Get them something special that they'll use for the rest of the time until you got to get them a new gift next year. And then you come here again and get it again. Guys, there's more Loving Living Local after the break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Well, welcome back, guys. Juneteenth is the oldest nationally celebrated commemoration of the ending of slavery in the United States. This is a day, a week, and in some places even a month marked with celebrations, guest speakers, and gatherings. Here to talk to us about the Juneteenth March for Change and Festival are PJ Brown-Coleman, organizer for Juneteenth March for Change, and Amari Hosang, organizer for 45 Days of Action. Ladies, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, this is such an important time to talk about this. Juneteenth is coming up. We want everyone out there to get involved with this. So tell us a little bit about what's going to be happening.
So we're starting out, first of all, 45 Days of Action has been going on for quite some time. We're on day,
what's today?
14 or 15
Yeah, it's the 15th day.
So we've been rolling. The Juneteenth March for Change is kind of a culmination of what's been happening.
Okay.
Every week we had week after week of protests. So in part with that march, we're going to have a festival aspect as well. The march will start at 6. That's when registration will begin.
Okay.
We'll have kind of like a cutout of one of Dr. King's speeches, just to resonate with the people, to go back to why we do this, the fact that we're still having to do this. And then we're going to break off. We have our march route, which is, it's somewhat like the traditional Black History Parade march that we typically have in Shreveport. And then we're going to wrap all of that up with our festival down under Red River District.
Yes, Amari, I want to talk to you for a second. Amari has her son in the studio today, and I want to talk about the younger generations and how important it is for the whole family and the younger generations to understand their culture, their background, and where you guys are going with this movement.
Yeah, and I'm so glad that you brought that up, because today is actually the first day of our education week. And when you talk about young people, education is such an important aspect, and it's not just what happens in the classroom, but what happens in the world. I was having a conversation yesterday about what are kids at this age thinking in the middle of a pandemic, seeing police brutality play out on a national and local stage. And so I think what PJ and other organizers of Juneteenth recognize is that, hey, let's bring the family together, let's bring kids into this, and let's make this a fun and inviting and educational moment.
Absolutely, and definitely educational, and that kind of brings me to my next point, Amari and PJ, is that this is so important for everyone to get involved, no matter your race or your background. It's so important for everyone to understand Black Lives Matter, what the movement means, and what it means for any other race out there. So how important is it for other races to get involved with this?
Honestly, it's the epitome of what we need. We can't do anything as only the Black community. It will have to take our other counterparts to say, hey, you know what, we recognize Black Lives Matter, and they have to combat the people that are in their community. Oftentimes we are, whether we want to talk about it or not, kind of grouped together. Where we live is typically where our other, where we feel camaraderie, which it happens to be within the same race. So we need our white friends to speak to their white friends and their family and their lovers and say, hey, how do you feel about this? Because if we're going to have an open conversation, I have to be able to have these conversations with you.
Yes, absolutely. Ladies, thank you so much for being with us today. We definitely appreciate it. So anyone can participate in the Juneteenth March. So guys, make sure that you get involved. And ladies, thank you so much again.
Thank you so much.
Such an important topic. Guys, we're headed to the kitchen, and next, stay with us. We'll be right back.
Select kitchen items for living local, provided by The Rachel Ray Show.
Welcome back, guys. We're inside our Louisiana Home Center kitchen. We're still highlighting businesses that are reopening right here in the Arklatex. Today, we're joined by Pat Johnson, who's got what will be your new social spots and eatery. Pat, welcome to the studio. We're so excited to have you.
I'm excited to be here.
So, first of all, we want to introduce everyone to the Hive. This is really exciting. Your grand opening is today, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, tell us a little bit about the Hive.
It's a normal social spot. It's music, great food, great atmosphere. I just, try to keep everybody happy and full of food.
Yeah, so I know that right now it's a trying time for a lot of local business owners, especially restaurant owners. So tell us a little bit about how it's been trying to open your doors amidst all of this craziness.
It's been stressful, but I have lots of faith, and I believe in that the work that you put in, it'll work out in the end.
Absolutely.
And everything's actually been working out. It's a blessing.
Well, good. I'm so excited to try it out, and you brought something for us today. So tell us what we have in front of us.
Yeah, I'm going to call it my down-home pasta.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a brand new pasta I thought about for today for the show, and I want to see if anybody will try it. So.
Well, I think you found the crew. We will definitely be trying it out. So tell me a little bit about what we're going to find inside of here.
All right. I love vegetables, so broccoli, of course. You got bell peppers. You have your down-home sausage, garlic bread, linguine, and my own Alfredo.
And you made this by yourself today?
By myself.
Yeah? Okay, so tell us, how did you get started cooking? What is the story behind the Hive?
I started working at Outback at about 17 years old. I worked for them for like 10 years in multiple different restaurants. And I don't know, it just grew on to me. I started liking food.
Yeah.
And for me to be so small, I love eating and I love cooking. So yeah, that's how that started. And I just wanted to, progress, do something with it.
Absolutely. Well, it's really exciting. This is only one item that you have. So tell us a little bit about the menu at the Hive. What kind of stuff are we going to be able to find there?
I will be doing breakfast. I have specialty burgers. I have a King Bee burger that I put on the menu. I also have my breakfast. I have lunch specials every day. Today is going to be my hamburger steak, baked chicken, and just good soul food, seafood, and good time, good atmosphere.
And that's what we need right now, definitely, right?
Yeah.
Coming out of trying times, now is the time to get together with some friends, have some delicious food. You guys are seeing the phone number right there if you want to give them a call. So where are you guys located, Pat?
820 Shreveport Barksdale Highway. It is Corona safe, so we will be taking temperatures and stuff at the door, but I welcome everybody.
Perfect. And that was my next question for you. Actually, with all of the restrictions that we still have in place, what are some of the things that you guys are going to be doing to ensure that?
Yeah, we're still doing 6 feet. Wear your mask if you feel comfortable wearing a mask. It's not mandatory, but it would be, better for the society. And just try to make it a safe place for people to come eat.
Yeah, well, we want to eat, and we're going to get Josh back into the kitchen for us because I know he wants to try this. We're going to all try it together. What do you say, Pat?
I'm down.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today, Josh. If you want to join us back over here.
Well, I'm on the way.
My friend.
As always, smells fantastic in here. Weekend, once again, it's going to be hot all week. We're looking at temperatures in the mid-90s, and oh my goodness, look at this. But yeah, I do have some rain in there on Sunday, so kind of keep an eye on the forecast here. I do have there's a chance that rain may shift towards Monday, so it's not, kind of overly impressive rain chance for us. Of course, watching Sunday because it is Dad's Day, and make sure not to forget your dads and get them something nice this week.
Sorry, Josh, we can't pay attention when we have this in front of us.
Look at this.
It was great.
Pat, we're taking this bite. What do you say?
Tell me what you think about it.
Thank you to Pat. He put all these forks in here, but
we're
we only
going to see you
need
tomorrow. Make sure you go to the Hive. Pat, get over here behind this counter and hang out with us. See you tomorrow, guys. Have a great one.
Hope you like the food.
Heavenly.
So good.
What is that right now? Is that what it is?